Weekly pickup time, and I have this little bundle right here, and we're going to take a look at what this week brought. So let's get into it. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another weekly pickup video where I take a look at the Blu-rays, DVD, 4Ks, steelbooks, special editions, bootlegs, anything that I have picked up from wherever it may be over the course of the past 7 days. Obviously this video series is a mainstay for a Sunday evening, so let's just do it. So the first thing I got was a DVD. I picked up a DVD, yes, and it is a film from 2014 called Against the Sun. I've got no idea. It's a World War II story. It's based upon a true story. 3 US Navy airmen crash land their torpedo bomber in the South Pacific and find themselves on a tiny life raft surrounded by open ocean, no food, no water, no hope of rescue. Against incredible odds, these 3 virtual strangers must survive storm, sharks, starvation and each other as they try to sail more than 1,000 miles to safety. So, like I said, it's from 2014. Its runtime is 96 minutes. So why did I pick it up? I picked it up because it actually stars Garrett Dillahunt, this actor here. Now Garrett Dillahunt I know from, well, I was introduced to him as an actor in the Terminator Sarah Connor Chronicles, the TV series. He played the Terminator throughout that series and I liked him in that, and whenever he pops up in something I'm always intrigued by it. More recently he has been in Fear the Walking Dead. He was the sort of character's name, but he was the cowboy-esque kind of a character in it. And I liked his character in that, and I liked him in it. So when he pops up in something, I always oh, okay, it's Garrett Dillahunt. And I saw a clip of this on YouTube, and the fact that it had Garrett Dillahunt in it is what made me buy it. Obviously, it cost a couple of quid. It didn't cost anything really. So that's why I picked it up. So I'll give that a watch this week. My dad's staying here at the moment, so I'm sure that's one he will appreciate because it's World War II set. So there's that. And then DVD wise, first up, and this was a Black Friday sale. I got it for £15, and it is the 9th and final season of CW's Flash TV series. Yes, I waited for the sale on this. Obviously it came out earlier this year, and for the past few years what I have done with this is waited until the price drops, because this was about 30 quid upon release, I believe. It's half a season as well, but they're still charging that full price that they would a full season. This is like 13 episodes. Full season would be like something 20, 22, maybe 24 episodes. It's got nice spot glossing on the front. But yeah, so I've waited for a price decrease on that, and it was available in the sales. So thusly, yes, fantastic. And then we've got 3 more items. The first is another sale item that I got, and this was off of Zavvi, and yeah, I couldn't not get it, and it is the Arrow Special Edition Collector's Set, you know, with the Amaray in there, booklet, art cards, all that sort of stuff. And this was on Zavvi for £15, $14.99. Funnily enough, you could buy the 4K version as well on there for £15.99, I think it was. So £1 dearer just for that, but £1 cheaper for the whole shebang, the whole bump, the whole packet. And you know, American Werewolf in London is a film I grew up on. It's a film that I enjoy, not least of all because of Jenny Agutter. And I didn't pick this up at the time. I had it on pre-order when that was released, and it was one that I cancelled and didn't go for, like what I do at times, because you know, I set myself aside a certain amount to spend and try not to go over that amount. And at the time, this was one that I said, okay, let's cull that one from what I'm going to get. So I've picked it up now for 15 quid. That was a bargain. That's set there for 15 quid. I can't deny that. And then moving on, Zavvi got these back in stock, and again, not a sale item or anything, but it is the steelbook for the Bruce Willis 1997 Luc Besson directed movie, The Fifth Element, with Gary Oldman, Milla Jovovich, Ian Holm, and a lovely steelbook it is as well. Chris Tucker's in it. Yeah, it's a really nice steelbook. Lovely colours on it. I do actually have another 4K steelbook for this movie, but this steelbook is far better than that steelbook, I will say. So yeah, I got that. So yeah, it's really nice. I didn't get any of the more expensive sets, the £60 or the £100 one that was done. Yeah, I didn't go for them. That's very expensive. And then last but certainly not least is the 4K Blu-ray steelbook for the first season of Loki, the first Marvel steelbook release, or the first Marvel Disney Plus TV series that has been given a physical media release. WandaVision obviously to follow shortly. Now, it's great that we're getting these. It really is. I didn't think they would ever come. Most certainly Disney did never want to release them. That was never their plan. And there's a certain... I'm left with questions on their release strategy for these. You may have seen me talk about this in other videos, but the fact that they've released Loki before WandaVision is odd. You'd think they'd be releasing them in sort of TV release order. Not only that, but the fact that, especially over here in the UK, I think in the America you had the choice of a steelbook that had either the 4Ks in or the Blu-rays, but over here there is Blu-ray and 4K in one. So you know, there's no other releases for them yet. There's no standard Amaray release. There's no Blu-ray release. There's no DVD release. And for that reason, you know, that tells me that at the moment these are nothing but a cash grab. This is Disney attempting to make money on the back of something that they never really wanted to put onto here, but we know that Disney Plus isn't doing as well as what they wanted it to, so they're looking at trying to get a little bit of cash coming elsewhere. So you're seeing the releases of these, but I don't expect to see them all, and if I am wrong, then I'm wrong. That doesn't matter, does it? You know, but I don't expect to see them get to the point where they're releasing things like Secret Invasion and stuff like that. I think they might pick and choose what they release. The reason I say that is because, you know, Disney are not committed to these releases. You know, I've got Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I've had to bootleg season 6 and 7. You know, why not give us them? Why not give us the remaining Netflix TV series from Defenders onwards and that stuff that came there? You know, it's that sort of a thing. Give us movies like Togo that came out. You know, you've given us Prey, fantastic, but Prey has you know, they're going it's like they're picking things that have got a fan base already. Okay, so for me, from streaming perspective, I want to see, from Disney, I want to see Togo. Now, Togo was a film that was released in the very early days of Disney Plus. It stars Willem Dafoe. It's about a story about him with these sort of husky dogs, and they have to go across country to deliver this medicine, and one particular dog, obviously. And it is a fantastic film. It's a really, really, really strong, good film that deserved to be seen by more people than what it did. And so I want to see that released. I want to see Apple TV release movies like Tom Hanks's The Greyhound and things like that. yeah, I just don't think Disney's Disney are in it for the money. I mean, I hear what I'm saying with that. You know, these are all businesses. They're all in it for the money. But for Disney to be like pushing these out, steelbook only, you know, there's a lot of collectors out there who, you know, they don't collect 4K. They'd want a Blu-ray. Yeah, a Blu-ray release. They don't collect 4K, so you're forcing this upon them. They've got no choice at this current moment in time but to pick this up, which is a premium release at £45. It's a premium release, and you know, I have to appreciate also that that's, you know, above the budget of a lot of people, and that's fact. You know, I mean, I'm quite lucky that I can afford these items at this current moment in time. Who knows what could happen in 6 months, a year's time? It could all change, obviously, you know. But at the moment, I'm lucky that I've got some expendable cash that I can utilise on things like this, and I realise that. But those people out there who are only, you know, who are DVD collectors, and you know, I'm not knocking them for, you know, DVD's got a load of worth as a format. Like I said, I still pick up DVDs. It's not my go-to format. It's not my #1 format. It is 4K and Blu-ray. Yep. But I'll still pick DVDs up when, you know, when I have to. When push comes to shove, I will still go for DVDs. And I will buy older films on DVD and things like that. There's still a place for that in my collection. But I feel sorry for people who are DVD collectors, people who are Blu-ray and want this stuff on DVD and on solely Blu-ray with no steelbook, just a standard release, because there are a lot of people like that still, and they're not being given it. And I think that's hideous. Even if you say, oh, they'll come, you know, a couple of months they'll announce them. Doesn't matter, because you've already forced a lot of people to go out and possibly buy something that they really didn't want to buy in the first place, but they had no choice, that they've had to go this way. For me, I would have gone this way anyway. But you're forcing people to go that way without having the choice. And that's the bit to me that alarm bells ring, that I feel is somewhat, is a hideous release plan. And Disney need to sort that out. They really do. There we go. I mean, I really hope to see Hawkeye. I want to get Hawkeye on physical media. Hawkeye is probably my favourite of the Marvel Studios TV shows. I think it was excellently done. That's the one. If I get that one, then I'm happy. I'm happy if I get that. Yeah. Anyway, I've been rambling on for about 13 minutes. I realise that might be unlucky for some. So I'm going to get going, and I shall see you on the next one. So take care all, and goodbye.